Hello again. Some people think about the circle of life, and some people think about the circle of fire. Just want to let people know some of the things that I know. Some of the things that they think, no one knows. And they have this like spider web of connections and information and, you know, dirty deeds. And some Nigerian ninja, let's say, thinks that it's okay to treat someone as an experiment because they find it fascinating. Well, I can assure you that the person that you think is an experiment doesn't find it fascinating. I would be careful what you wish for. I'm reminded of the scene in The Warriors over and over and over again because of the way people act in this world. Leave the kid alone. That's not just one person, that's people all around the world that you just want to mess around and treat badly in order that your life is better. So, what are these connections in the spider web? And there's loads. There's loads. Absolutely loads. From the Vatican, I'm not going to say to the White House now, but to the White House previously, there are loads. And these people don't realize you don't need spirit to find out what's going on. You can just lip read what they're saying and find out what's going on. And they think they're so clever, and they're not, because they became so comfortable, thought it was so easy to manipulate everyone that they let down their guard, which is similar to the chase. Or the chase is, no, life is similar to the chase, or the chase is similar to life, whichever way you look at it. So there is some farmland in Atlanta that someone is struggling to keep hold of because there's some false whistleblowers and fake account or a fake accountant with some fake accounts. You know who it is. And you know about New Orleans, you know about South Africa, you know about New Mexico, you know about Oregon, you know about the funeral industry. You know about all of this. You know about the nanotechnology in the air. You know about the modified weather. You know about the pole shift. You know about witness protection. Leave people alone and stop the BS. It doesn't work. You've been told it doesn't work. Stop your experiments. Stop throwing every single spell that you can think of in a certain direction. Because at some point, stop thinking you're so clever. Stop thinking you know the game. You don't know the game. Stop trying to wind me up. Stop trying to feed me bullshit. because someone may visit you and tell you all about God, and you'll see the world in a whole different light. You know who you are. So again, in another video, I have to tell you, listen, listen to what I'm saying, not what you're thinking. Get your thoughts out of this conversation that we're having. You're narcissistic. I am the power. I know everything. I am everything. Everyone else is wrong. I am right. You are a fool. I am the best. Get that out of your head. Get it out. Try for once in your life, try to listen. God, that grey bearded man that you talk about, he has the power. He has the power. I have never said that I have the power. I've said that he has it. And if you ask, if you ask, you will be given what you ask for if you are worthy of it. So if you make yourself worthy, guess how much power is available to you? Now, there are a lot of people out there that know, absolutely know, you dark fuckers, you know how much power there is. And you know why everything you do will not work. It won't work. Now, listen, please listen, please listen. You've already lost. All of you narcissists, all of you dark fuckers, all of you people who don't believe in God, go about your merry way, spreading falsehoods, hurting innocent people, believing that you're so superior to everything. Listen to me. Hear these words. Believe these words. God is calling judgment on you. That is not trying to cause fear. Absolutely not. If you have nothing to fear, why would you fear judgment? And if you say you are not afraid of judgment because you don't believe in God, fine. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not judging you, and I don't care. And everything you say, yes, I am happy. Yes, I am content. But you obviously are not. You people that spend your life trying to prove you're better than anyone else, I don't get it. I don't get it. We're all equal. I've said that already. We should all just get along. I've said that already. I've never said that I'm a powerful person. I have said that the Most High God is very powerful. And if you ask, now, please listen, because you are so deaf, so ignorant, so obnoxious, so narcissistic that you don't hear the words that are coming out of my mouth from Jackie Chan. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? God is the one with the power. If you ask God and you are worthy of what it is you are asking, that will come into effect. Did you hear that, you narcissist? If you ask God, the one with the power, and you are worthy of receiving, that will come into effect. Therefore, what does that mean? What does that mean? The power that I have is to call on my Father. My Father is the one that has the power. And I have said, if you ask Dad for a bike, he will give you a bike. So what you ask Dad for is what you get. And you don't have to have any power, which is what I said. If you'd listened, if you'd listened, it's exactly what I said. Even if I don't have any power, I said, even if I don't have any power, never did I say I was the one with the power. But I do have someone who does have the power. And if you don't believe in that someone, why the heck are you so bothered? Why are you bothered? Why are you trying to call me out? I've told you you don't have to believe a single word I say. But in that you don't have to believe a single word I say, ask those people in Atlanta and New Orleans and New Mexico and Oregon. Another one in there somewhere. South Africa or the Vatican. Ask those people, ask them if what I'm saying is true. And then wonder how I have the power that you talk about to know these things about this farmland, about this fake accountant, about these fake whistleblowers, about all of these things that are going on, as you can see in the news, how they're being found out. And more will be found out because they, like you know who I'm talking to, just like you believe a certain way and you think you're untouchable. Well, guess what? You ain't. You are far from untouchable. You're not even a speck that can be sorted out. Not by me. I've already told you hundreds of times. I give out love. I don't judge. And I just want to get along with everyone. But listen, you fuck with me, and you will see how quickly your world turns upside down. Trust me. You fuck with me, and you will see how quickly your world gets turned upside down. Because I do believe in God, and I do believe in the devil. And both of them know me very well. And by all accounts, they both like me. And in some accounts, one of them fears me. And you don't have to believe a single word that I say. You just have to take the word from all of these people that are going through karma. Remember, if you listened, I did say, if you listened, if you weren't in your own head, lost in thought and all that bullshit that you talk about, if you weren't there, you would have heard me say, those people doing bad things, towers, losing it, and the good karma would go to the people that are doing those bad things too. The Dharma, whatever that is, however that is. And you say, because you're the fucking king of everything, that you know everything, that you are so above everybody else, no one can even talk to you or contradict you. Well, I'm contradicting you. You're saying that I can't teach something that I don't know. What? Wait, what? I'm not teaching you anything. I'm telling you my experiences. And you can listen, but you don't listen. I have said I am a good teacher. I'm a good teacher. Did I say I was teaching you? No. You want to believe I'm teaching you. You want to believe that I'm trying to teach you something that you already know. No, I am telling you, listen, because you're very, very hard of hearing. I am giving you facts. I'm not teaching you about spirituality. I'm not teaching you about religion. I'm not teaching you about how to live life. I'm telling you, here are some facts. You can either learn from those facts, you can either listen to those facts, or you can even ignore those facts. I don't give a shit. They're there to help you, to prosper you, not harm you. That's what they're for. I'm not teaching you anything. The only time that I get to teach you something is if you listen and if you learn from it. See how that works? Have you any idea, Mr. Narcissist? See, if you want me to teach you, if you want me to teach you, you have to be prepared to learn from me. And I have to be prepared to teach you. When you make a mistake, who is your teacher? Me? No, your teacher is you. When I say something, I'm not teaching you. You're teaching you. Because if you listen to what I'm saying, listen. If you listen, you get to question what it is that I have said. You question it. You don't respond in the same tone that you always respond. You question it. And you ask yourself, what was said? And what is the proof of what was said? And then, when you think, listen, when you think, what if, just for once in your life, you think, what if? You don't think you have the answers because you don't always have the answers. Just like I don't always have the answers. When you think, what if, and you question what's been said instead of thinking, no, 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 that's wrong. When you think, what if, remember, you're in the chase. When you think, what if, sometimes, only sometimes, well, hardly ever with you, but sometimes you get to teach yourself how to go through life because that's how it works. A teacher can give you the information and you can understand the information. And if you act on the information, fair enough. But when somebody tells you something and you totally ignore it because you think you're the God's gift and you don't need that information, then you'll never learn, ever. You'll just be you forever and ever and ever. The narcissist. The man with all the books on everybody. The man that judges everybody. The man that wants to fuck people over every minute of every day. Guess what? There's one person here you ain't fucking over. You ain't. You ain't getting in my energy. You ain't making me worry. But I tell you what, you better start to worry. You better start to worry. You have people to look after. You have people to look after. You better start to worry. You are digging a deeper and deeper and deeper hole for yourself and blaming everybody else but you. And you're going to get to a point, you're going to get to a point where that hole you dug, you can't get out. You can't get out. You've dug it that deep, you can't get out. And you're not there for those people that you should be there for. And they don't recognize you. And they don't want to be there for you. Now, all I ask, I don't even ask. All I want in this world is that everybody gets on. But you see, those people that think they have more than anybody else want to keep hold of it because they're selfish little fucks. They don't want anyone else to have it. But guess what? Tough shit. That includes knowledge. Everyone's equal. Everyone. Everyone. Listen, you deaf fucker. Listen. Everyone has the ability to create with God. Everyone. Which makes everybody powerful. Everyone. There is not one person, well, there might be, on this earth that cannot co-create with God. If they just believe, and if they ask, and if they are worthy. And if they live in love and light, and etc., 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 and all of this stuff. Now, I'm not trying to teach you anything. You find out for yourself how to live life. All I'm saying, I am a good teacher, and you will understand everything that I've said that is necessary to navigate this matrix, because that's all I want to do. I don't want to put anything into your mind that you are not prepared to accept from yourself. So listen, you're fucking hard of hearing. Listen. I have told you the truth and given you enough information to get the rest of the truth. And to walk a certain path without fear or judgment of anyone else. And that's all I want. That's all I want in life. I don't have to worry about anyone trying to screw me over, and I don't have to judge anyone. And I can walk in love and light, and that's it. I'll be left alone. And no one's going to try and get in my head and get in my energy and start fucking me over. So you have enough evidence of the facts, all you need to make a decision on how you want to move forward. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to teach you nothing. You can find out for yourself about the true meaning of a teacher, about the true meaning of a guru, about the true meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Because now, all that I have done is told you the bullshit that you're in is bullshit. There is a different way, and it's not religion. There is a God who is very powerful. Now, listen, you fucker. Listen. Stay in the matrix. I don't give a shit. Stay where you are. Be the person you are. I don't give a shit. I'm not judging you. You will be judged, whether you like it or not. And I know the reasons why you don't like it. That's tough. That's tough. He may visit you and tell you that it's tough. It is what it is. And you don't want to be out of your comfort zone. Tough. You're going to be out of your comfort zone. This bullshit matrix that you want to believe in is not real. No, I don't care. I'm not your teacher. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here to stroke your fucking ego and make you feel good. I am here to help people. To stop the fucking shit that's going on in this world. That's why I'm here. And you don't have to be here listening to it. You don't have to be here at all. I don't care whether you're here or not. I've told you throughout the years, I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here for likes and subscribes. I'm here for the truth. And now you know the truth. It's up to you now to decide, do you want to live in this false matrix, which you believe is true, or do you want to walk in a different role? I don't care which one you choose. I'm not your judge. I'm not your mother. I am not your father, but neither are you. You are you. You have to take responsibility for every fucking thing that you do. And that includes your family. So don't call me a teacher. I'm not your teacher. I'll choose who I want to teach. I may be an advisor, and you don't have to have me as an advisor. You do not have to listen to me. But your questioning of me has no relevance on what I think. You're deciding whether I'm happy? No, that doesn't work. You trying to get into my energy and think that you're going to bring me to the lower vibration that you are? No. See, I know enough, and I've told you enough to help you get out of that red shit, low vibration, into a higher vibration. I don't care about all that. I just give you the simple truth. It doesn't matter about all of this. You look inside yourself, you get rid of the shit, you come out with the good, and you love everyone, and that's it. That's it. How you do that, that's for these experts. That's not for me. I'm not an expert. Never claimed to be. I've never claimed to be an expert on all of these planes of existence. I've never claimed to be an expert on spirituality. I've never claimed to be an expert on religion. I've never claimed anything. I've just stated facts. So the problem with you narcissists, you believe that everybody's like you, and we're not. And what you believe me to be is not what I am. So, firstly, you have to love yourself. And I don't mean that your kind of love yourself. I mean the dark night of the soul love yourself. Which you would never, ever do. because it scared the fucking shit out of you. You don't love yourself. Not the way you should. Not real self-love. Because if you did, you would never, ever, ever say any of those things that you say. Ever. And that's the difference between me and you. That's the biggest difference. I don't believe I'm something, but you do. You believe you're something. I go on the facts. I go on the facts. You go on your own ego. I destroy my ego. You stroke it. I don't need my ego. It has no place in this world. And neither does anybody else's. You deserve it. Fair enough. If you are given a claim, fair enough. If you try and dump it on people, no, I don't care how you think, what you think. Has no bearing on my life. It really doesn't. And I talk to you in a language that you understand, not a language that I like. But inside me, I don't give a shit. I don't have to give a shit. You're just my brother. And I just go, Dad. And he listens and he sorts it out. And if you think that makes me weak, think again. That just makes me wise. Why should I get involved with you? Why should I lower myself to your vibration when I can just go, Dad, have you seen what BlackRock's doing? Dad, have you seen what the Vatican's doing? Dad, have you seen what's happening in Atlanta? Dad, have you seen what's going on in the White House? Dad, I've got to worry. I don't mean the White House now. I mean the White House before. Dad, have you seen what these judges are doing? Dad, have you seen what these estate agents are doing? Dad, Dad, see these people doing black magic against your son? They think it's interesting. They want to know how I'm surviving. Do you want to show them how I'm surviving, Dad? So that's how easy it is. Let go, let God. He doesn't want us to have burdens. He wants to take our burdens. His plan is not to harm us, it's to prosper us. But some people, no, they want to harm us. They don't want to prosper us. They want to prosper themselves. No, Dad. And that's how it's going to be. I'm not going to be the only one that's going to go to Dad. So I've gone to my other brothers and sisters and I've said to them, hey, have you seen what these people are doing? And they've gone, yeah. So we'll tell Dad. So now they're looking out for you people. You see, we all work in love and light. And we pass on information. Guess what? There aren't just corrupt people that work in the White House. There aren't just corrupt people that work in the government. There aren't just corrupt people that work in the judicial system. There aren't just corrupt people. That's what your intention was. To put these people in power. Keep people subjugated. Guess what? Guess what? Dad, the same plan. Who can you trust? Who can you really trust? Who's undercover and who isn't? Who's gonna watch you fall? You have no idea the judgment that is coming down. No, but I can assure you it is, and I can assure you there are people around the world who are quite happy to see you fall. Because guess what? Talking to you again, Street. Guess what? Karma works both ways. All that shit that you're putting out will come back. But the thing with Dharma, if that's what it is, it comes back times 10 or times 100 or however that is. So those, remember the meek will inherit the earth? You don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe in God. You don't want to believe in Jesus. Fine. But judgment will come. And what you reap, so it shall you sow. No, there's stuff that I don't know because I don't profess to know everything. And I don't profess to be teaching anybody, excuse me, confirmation. I profess to be good at teaching. You don't get to me. I'm sorry to say. You just make me laugh. You've had so much information that tells you the truth, and you're such a narcissist, such an arrogant twat that you think you already know the answers. And the answers that you know aren't even correct. And I don't want any answers from you. I don't want anything from you except to live in harmony with you. That's it. If you don't want that, fine. I don't care. I don't care. Not going to judge what it is that you want or don't want. Free to choose. That's what free will is all about. You are free to choose what your karma will be. You see, if there was no God, there wouldn't be any karma. There wouldn't be any karma. If there was nothing in charge of everything, you'd be able to do anything you wanted. Absolutely anything. And there would no comeback. So you have to admit something is calling the shots. Otherwise there'd be no karma. And when you keep saying, what if you find out that all roads now, just for you, just for you, even if God is an old grey bearded man with streets paid full of gold, even if he is that person, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Carry on your own little merry little way. Even if that person, even if he isn't a person, even if God is something else, don't believe. Carry on your own merry little way. But, and this is a trigger moment for you, but if your dad is correct, be careful what you say, because you have a family to look after. Now, I'm telling you for the last time, look around you, see what is happening in the community, the thrill of the chase. Get some information. Find out what's happening to people, unless you already know. Karma is a bitch. Be careful what you put out into the universe. I don't care what you believe. God, Father, universe, angels, spirits, aliens. I don't care if you don't believe there is nothing there. Karma comes from somewhere, and you will feel it. There is no doubt about that. And I'm at the point, as I've already said, I'm not protecting anyone anymore. I'm not. That's just the way it is. And by that, I mean no one that is out to cause other people harm. Like them, I'm just going to go, Dad, did you hear what he said? That's it. That's it. That goes for everyone. Dad, did you know about the circle of fire? Dad, did you know some twat put a doll of me in the fucking woods? Did you know that, Dad? Yes, son. I know. I had it taken out. Oh, cheers, Dad. Dad, do you know he's still trying? Yes, son. I know. See how that works? I know stuff that's impossible to know. Impossible. Seriously, impossible to know that this fucker put a voodoo doll of me in the woods. And when they came back, it was gone. I'm like, no, what? No, that's impossible. No, that's how God works. And if I can know that, if I can know in the whole planet, one person went out into specific wood, I wonder if I had to be brave to go in there, into specific woods and try to fuck me over with this fucking doll. I can know that. Just think what else I know. But more importantly, just think who's protecting me in order for me to do these things and know these things. Just think about that. Think about that power. Not my power, not mine. I'm not saying I have the power. I'm saying Dad has the power. Dad has the power. And he knows that I was being fucked around with, and he went, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here? This is not the game I was playing. This is not the life that I want people to have. The children aren't getting on. So, Mr. Ninja, with your little hand, your small fingers, you stop it. And the reason things get tolerated is because they're not really having that much effect, or not having any effect. But it would just take for me to say, Dad, Already told you, stop doing it. I already told you, stop it. I don't have any power. And if I did, I haven't used it yet. The only power that I have is love and light. And that, I use that. Oh, yeah, I use that. Pretty powerful stuff. I use that to break generational curses, to wake up the chosen, to free the chosen, to let them know there's someone here who cares, to let them know they're taking on the matrix, to let them know I'm not scared. You better be. I don't have to do a single thing. I can just sit back and watch. I tried to warn you, to help you, to make you see sense. I gamble my own happiness, my own title. For you to see sense. Now I have my title and I have my happiness. And now I just want everyone to get along. But unlike before, I don't care if we do or don't. Not because I don't care, because you don't care. Because you're still trying your old tricks and your old ways, and you're still trying to stop what I already have. You see, different game, different rules. You don't know how to play. I won already. Claimed already. Like my name is already on there. High score. Never going to be beat. Ever. Because I've set the game up in such a way, not even a back door. No shortcuts. I learnt my lessons. That's why I'm a good teacher. I learnt from all of those things that happened to me. 60 odd years of it. From when I was a little boy to now. I learnt my lessons. I know what I wanted from life. I know what I never had because of you people. But you did. You lived my life. You think I don't know? That's the funny bit. You think I don't know? That's the funny bit. Remember, I lived in the unknown. I lived in purgatory. I was in all those places you put me, making me stronger, literally making me who I am, who I always was. But the difference is, the person who I always was under your foot. And you thought, because I was under your foot, I was a different person. No, that's what you thought, because that's the sort of person you are. Even when I was under your foot, I was never the person you thought I was, ever. I was always deep thinking, using logic. I was always shifting, drifting, adjusting, best able to adapt. My church was in the mountains and along the river bottoms, and I was playing with the fairies and everyone else, because that was the only way I could get by. And I played with the monsters. I played with the ogres. I played with the devil. You didn't see that. You didn't see what you were creating. Yeah, the smell assaulted my senses. Sulfur. You didn't see it. You didn't care to. But I remember it all. And now I'm standing up tall, sitting on my throne. Remember, I always thought I deserved a throne. Sitting on my throne now, and I don't need to do a fucking thing except imagine. My imagination, more important than knowledge. And me thinking, what if? You better believe it's important. See the chase? Chase created a monster. But this monster is full of love, full of light, very spiritual, not religious at all. This monster just wants everyone to get along. But this monster's been in purgatory. This monster's been in hell. This monster has suffered 4 years and years. This monster has suffered. And this monster can get down and dirty. What you don't realize is this monster, this monster is doing it for the higher good. See, sometimes for the greater good, the darkness has to come. And I am not afraid to bring the darkness because the darkness walks with me, as I have told you. I walk that grey line. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, anything get hurt, any being. I always question why that would be the case. Why would anybody want to do these things? And on this grey line, I can look to one side and see my friends, and looking the other way, I see my angels, spirits, gods, and the Most High God. And I see those of the light. Unfortunately for you, most of my friends, they're on that side because that's where I spent most of my time. That's where you put me. That's where you wanted me. I grew up with them, always God's son, but I grew up with them. And that forged the diamond that was so bright, they didn't want me there either. But they know who I am, and they trust that when I say something, I mean it. And God knows, when I say something, I mean it. And I have told him out loud that I would die for him. I would die for him to make sure that this matrix crumbles. I don't care what you throw at me. I already know what happens in my life. I already know what happens in your life. Okay. I will die for God to make sure that you people stop doing what you are doing. All of you, every single one of you. It's a different game now. So I'm asking you, Mr. Ninja with a small hand, I'm asking you why you're here to tell everyone that what I'm saying is true, to save you, to save everyone else. And if you can't do that, shame on you. You have the biggest opportunity to save yourself for everything that you've done, for everything you think you were going to do. You have an opportunity now to bring to the world exactly what's been going on. Give yourself some grace. Because if you don't, and continue this war, I'm not protecting anyone. And I will, truly, only for the highest good, I will take you to task. I will join the fight, a fight that must be won, a fight for the light, a fight for love. And you, Ninja, you, you that was the strongest that there was, you know how easy it was to be beaten. Imagine what happens to the rest of them. Just imagine. You were the strongest there was. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. There's no power. And if you keep on trying, you know what's going to happen. Everything. Everything that you did is going to come back to you. I'm going to send it back. You carry on trying, I am going to send it back. There's nowhere you can go. You know that. I'm going to send it back. Not just what you gave me, times 10. All of it. I'm just going to say God or Dad or universe, angels, or spirits. I'm just going to say, I don't mean for it to happen now, but I will say, when I'm ready, if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, turn to send. I don't want that now. But I will say it. And you know what happens then, don't you? The world knows. So you can either tell them yourself or they'll find out anyway. I don't have the power, but I know someone who does. Please, please, please. I am not an experiment. And if you keep touching God's anointed, you will feel God's wrath. That's just how it is. I know what you did. I know what you're doing. I know all the phases of the moon that you've done stuff. I know everything that you've done. I know the sex magic. I know everything. Just have an opportunity to warn a lot of people. Bring some light to you, to the community, or you have the opportunity to bring some light to the community, but not be part of it. Your own choice, because those are the things that you did, not me. So, seriously, I'm just working in love. Everything that's happening is everything that you've done. I don't want anyone hurt because I want somebody hurt. And I want that. You get hurt, it's because you're sending stuff out or you're trying to hurt other people and it's coming back and hurting you. But at some point, every warrior has to bring the battle. And anybody in the chase knows I only fight to win. You've already won. You know that. That's why you're trying so hard. You know that. Admit it. Whilst I want to fight for the higher good, whilst I want to fight for the light, whilst I want this to end, I want it to be a war. I want it to be an understanding. Trust me. Trust me. I can fight. It would take too long. I can fight. Told you about Joshua. Didn't have to do anything. Imagine what would have happened if you wanted to bring the war. So far, as a wise person should, sat back and watched, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, allowing you to destroy yourself. First domino has fallen, second domino has fallen. It doesn't stop till the last one falls. And when the last one falls, I will go to war for my God. By then, only the stubborn will still be there. No one's more stubborn than me. You can go to everyone that you want, who you think is powerful, who you think knows about this magic, this black magic, this, that, and the other, whatever it is for the Matrix, whatever you want for the thousands of year history, etc., etc., etc. Trying to find out who I am, knowing who I am, working out what it's all about. What you don't understand is my mind is mine. You have no idea. I have no idea what's going on in my mind. I have no idea my imagination. My imagination, very important, very, very important. So you don't want to believe me? Fine. You think I'm a teacher? Fine. You think whatever you want to think because you're the sort of people that think those things. Fine. I don't care. And it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. And you keep doing this shit and it doesn't bother me. Fine. I'll let you carry on destroying yourselves. And then whoever's left will go to war. It won't take long because, please listen, please listen. All of those people that fell before you, everything that they had, we now have. All of their finances, all of their contacts, everything. Everything that those people had that fell before you, we now have. All the information they have about you, we now have. Every domino that falls, you people lose a little bit more. And our side, the side of love and light, become more powerful. And whilst we're doing this, whilst this is happening, those people around the world, the billions of people that weren't involved, that have no idea, that don't understand, they'll see what's going on. You know what happens when they do? They don't join you. They really don't join you because they realized you've been fucking them over for years and years and years. You've been making them toil, getting 2 and 3 jobs just to survive. You made them homeless. You left them on the streets. You made them fight for their country and then leave them because you didn't want warriors. You've got worries. They are pissed and they are ready. And the longer this goes on, there'll be more worries. They're not like me. They won't go in love. It won't be love that fuels them. There will be no temperance. There will be no concern as to how they go about doing what they're going to do. You better hope, you better hope that God gets to you before they do. Serious. I really am serious. Can you imagine when people find out, obviously the older, the more angry they're going to be. When they find out what you've been doing, can you imagine how angry they're going to be? Just saying. I don't really need to do anything. I absolutely don't need to do anything except wake people up. But you've already woken them up by coming against me. You've already created the monster by coming against me. And you're making it worse by carrying this on. The more you carry it on, the more people wake up. Because the more of you are found out to be doing bad things. See how it works? Like you are actually creating your own downfall the more you do. You started it by creating me, and you're perpetuating it by still trying to stop me doing what I'm doing, which is just make people live a happy life. Whose side are they going to be on? The person that just wants people to have a happy life, or the people that have made them live a miserable life? Who do you think they're going to support? Whose house do you think they're going to be going to? Your house. Your house. Ain't nothing going to stop me going in your house. Nothing. When they find out the things that you've been doing, nothing's going to stop them. Nothing. I'm not going to stop them. You've had the chance, all of you have had the chance to stop this now, right now. To give yourself some grace. But when they find out you didn't want to stop, when you're given the opportunity, man, that's going to hurt. That is really going to hurt. And whilst I don't condone violence or want violence, I'm not going to stop them. I'm not going to put a video out and say, oh, don't do it, don't do it. No, I already have. I've told you to stop. This video is for everybody. I'm already telling you to stop, and you won't stop. And if you don't stop, it happens. If you stop, it probably won't happen. You can't help yourself. So, you know where you stand. You know what this is. I'm not teaching anyone. I don't care. I'm just telling you the truth as I know it. I'm not trying to make out stuff. It's the truth. Choose to believe or not believe. I don't care. Choose to be taught or not taught. I don't care. I don't care. God just wants a connection. Not about religion. It's about connecting with him, respecting him, loving him. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's not about Hail Marys and this, that, and the other. You connect with God, you'll know what you have to do. You'll know what he needs from you. You'll know what he's going to give you. That's it. And just be grateful for the things that you receive, even on the bad days. Because those bad days are to make you into the person that you need to be to appreciate the good days. Now, just for those in the chase and those associated with them, imagine everything that you've done to me. Now imagine me saying, thank you, God, for letting me go through that. I'm so grateful that you put me through that, God. Thank you. That's what happens. Because now you get to see me. Now, everything you didn't want, you're going to watch. You're going to see God bless me in ways you never wanted to see. You're going to watch it. Your worst nightmare is going to come true. You're going to watch God give me title. You're going to watch me sit on my throne. Everything that you did, every single second, every minute, every hour, every day, I am grateful. And I love you for it. Now, you get to what? Guess what? So do I. Before, I couldn't see nothing. All I could see was the dirt in my mouth, up my nose, in my eyes. That's all I got to see. But now, whilst I'm no better than you, I will get to look down on you and you will get to look up. You will see that everything that you did was wrong, every way possible. And worse than that, if you hadn't done it, you wouldn't lose everything. You wouldn't be looking up at me. You'd be sitting with me, eating with me. Remember, it's not the person that is destined. It's the person that I marry. People got it wrong. You looked, you saw what was a twin flame or a soulmate, and you thought, well, if we keep them separate, it will never happen. You fools. You absolute fools. Every woman is my twin flame. Will settle for any. But my truth, my love, it's only one. It's only one person in my lifetime. Makes me cry just to see her. Makes my heart open Is the happiness and the joy that I never, ever, ever felt, ever had. You know what? It's enough. It is so enough just to feel that if I never met them, it's enough. And it's enough to fight for, and it's enough to die for. So, Domino, whoever you are, thank you. I love you so much. I'm so grateful. Feel this elation. Health. That's what I'm fighting for. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here in this timeline. And if God permits, we'll meet. That's if I can see where I'm going. If I leave it there, to be fair, wow, just something else. And if you never felt it, I can't explain it. If you have felt it, you know it's worth dying for. You absolutely know it's worth dying for. Like to just feel that, no, don't know how to explain it. Connection. I don't know, it's almost draining and uplifting at the same time. It feels like the heart's gonna blow. It's gonna explode. Such a weird feeling. It's I don't know. Even in that, there's like gratitude. It's like so grateful to feel it. And as you're feeling it, you're just so grateful and happy to feel it. Just that I don't know. It's hard to explain. Really is hard to explain. But that is a feeling that I've never, ever, 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 ever had. I've been in love. I've loved lots of things. Well, I won't say lots, but I've loved things. Some people, some animals. But this is beyond that. This is something else. This is like I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like someone just takes your heart and holds it while it's beating, just holding it and nurturing it and loving it. Like you just feel them. Just it's it's really it really is like they're just like loving your heart, just making sure that it's perfect in every way possible. Just absolutely loving it, and you know, it feels like it almost feels like you're holding their heart as well. Like as I'm doing that, it almost feels like I'm holding theirs, or it's the same heart. Okay, it's just weird. Can't explain it. Can't explain it. I just can't explain it. But that feeling that I got, that I get, oh, that's worth fighting for. Absolutely worth fighting for. And if everybody feels that, that's so much better than the shit we have now. And I'm not saying that everybody is going to feel that because I don't even know what that is. I have no idea. You know, if that's what pure love is, absolutely. Well, yeah, that's it. That's pure love. But I don't know. I've never felt it. I don't know. Or it could just be I need to go to the hospital because there's something wrong with my heart. I don't know. But you know, I obviously thank you know God for I don't know. I don't know. There must be someone out there that knows. I can feel it now, but not to the same extent. That knows that I'm going through this, or I'm feeling what they're going through. I honestly don't know what this is. I'm so happy to be going through. I'm so happy to be going through it. I really am. So just want people to live, happily together. That I don't think that's too much to ask for. And if you don't want that, then I'm going to fight against that. Because I think it's worth it. And that's as simple as I can make it. I think this feeling is worth stopping the feeling of being, having someone with their head on your foot. No, their foot on your head. This feeling is way better than that. Way better than that. And if there's 3 billion people, however many there are, not I suppose kids are, count kids as well. I don't know. Well, yeah, you do count kids because they're doing the same to them. So the it won't be 8 billion, 7 billion, and then the other billion are bad or whatever. I don't know. But to stop the 7 billion people feeling somebody's foot on their head and feeling what I feel, yeah, that's worth fighting for. And if 1 billion people have to be brought to justice, yeah, I'm up for that. And I'm up for that in any way that is necessary. Now, I don't wish harm on anyone, but I'm looking at 7 billion people and 1 billion people, and I would say, yeah, it's worth sacrificing 1 billion people in order that 7 billion people are okay. Now, while I don't want to sacrifice 1 billion people, I'd rather those billion people went, actually, now that I come to think of it, yeah, feeling in a state of love or harmony or bliss or whatever it is, peace, whatever this feeling is that I have, feeling like that is better than doing what I'm doing. So I'm not going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to try and join those people that are feeling, happy or blissful or joyous or whatever it is that this feeling is. So I would rather that happen. 1 billion people all decide, hang on a minute, what we're doing is wrong. Let's try and have a world where everybody's happy. And if that's not the case, then whoever's left out of those 1 billion people need to be shown that what they're doing is wrong and need to be put in a position where they can't do it. Now, my My thoughts, my way of understanding it is I want these billion people to stop doing what they're doing so God doesn't have to make them stop doing what they're doing. That's how I see it. Please, people, stop doing what you're doing because God's calling judgment, and you're going to end up being one of those people that I want to feel happy, which is what I said the other day. I want everyone to be in a happy place. But if God calls judgment, that can't happen. Because whilst I want everyone to be happy, if he calls judgment, then what he's called judgment on, that has to stay. They have to live with that judgment. So therefore, those billion people, I can't, put with the 7 billion. They have to be kept separate because that's God's judgment. I, I said the other day, like, if he makes them homeless, do I go to them and try and take them in and make them, comfortable and whatever? And it's like, well, if his judgment, then maybe I have to leave them there because it's God's judgment. I'm not going to go against God. Or can I take them from that place that he's put them and care for them the same as I would the other people that were, innocent of it in the first place? So that is the situation. I want everyone to be happy, but I know that if those billion people don't stop doing what they're doing, then God is going to call judgment and they're not going to be happy. So there's going to be however many people that is. I don't know how many people it is, but I suppose if I counted it all up, I could get it, but I don't know how many people that is. And then if he does call judgment and they're in such a bad place, mentally, physically, financially, I can't help those people because that's the lesson that they have to learn. That's the karma that they have to have. Which means whilst part of what I want has happened, it's not going to be all of what I want unless all of those people change and turn to God. And when he calls judgment, then everybody's in a good place. And that's how I see it. But that's exactly how I see it. And I'm not trying to fight anyone. I'm not trying to get up in anybody's face. I'm just telling you that's the fucking truth. That's the truth. That's it. In a nutshell, that's it. Whoever the bad people are, stop doing what you're doing. You'll join the normal people. Then when God calls judgment, everybody's in the same place. Boom, job done. If you're a bad person, you're still doing bad things. And when God calls judgment, you're going to be the only ones that are in a bad place, and the meek will inherit the earth. And you'll be the ones that are in the bad place. That's it. And that'll be a place that you probably will never get out of, because if that's the judgment of God, that will be all that you can look forward to. But it's worse than that. It'll be, generational. Like each life that you come back, and you might not remember, you might remember, I don't know how it works. Each life that you come back will be the same. You will be in that place. And I can remember a long time ago that Glenn Hoddle, our England manager, got sacked because he said this person came back with a disability because in the previous life they did something bad. I don't know. If that's karma, that's karma. That's not disrespecting the person in this life. That's saying the person they were before has inflicted it on this poor person in this life. They're carrying the burdens of whoever came before them, which may seem unfair, but you have to take it up with the person that came before them, not for the person that makes that statement that this might be the case. And that person, like, my heart goes out now that I think about that somebody is suffering because of someone in a previous life. And that person will have to go through the trials and tribulations that should be put on the person that was the billionaire in the previous lifetime who abused the privilege and hurt people and blah, blah. And that makes me sad to think that that's the case. And that person then has to prove themselves worthy and break the curse of what happened before, which is probably where I was. I don't know. I don't know how my family got cursed. I don't know the ins and outs of it because I haven't, traveled back and said, wait, what the fuck happened here? I have an idea who it is. I have an idea what happened. I have just an idea of what all this is about. Excuse me, confirmation. But, you people that did all this, that stopped me trying to get what was already mine, what should have been mine from birth, not just this chase. We're just a soul inside a meat bag, and we're walking around with this soul trying to experience life. And karma isn't just for this life. Karma is, you know, or curse or whatever you want to call it, is for however long the curse lasts until it's broken, until you get out of the matrix, which is what I want. I want this. It would be great if you could speak into existence that nobody was disabled, that it just doesn't happen, that there's the ability to cure everyone of everything. That's just the way that it is. That's just the way that the earth is. And not just this realm, every realm. Like, oh, I'm going to go. It just goes on and on and on. And, somebody says, how can you talk about stuff if you know stuff? Well, I talk about what I know. And then, you can either listen or not listen and then find out um, the truth to what it is that I've said. What I've said is true. It's just, I can't go into detail. Like, when I say that the dinosaurs existed, they existed. Do I know all about dinosaurs? No. Can I teach you about dinosaurs? Well, I can teach you that they existed. So now you know that they existed. And you know that they existed because we have fossils of them, which means they must have existed. And you know that the Sumerians and Anunnaki and blah, 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 the aliens, etc., they all exist. You know that. Can I talk about them in great detail? No. Can I teach you about them? No. But I can tell you about them, and now you know. So I've taught you something if you didn't know it. If you know it already, I haven't taught you anything. But if you can't listen to what I'm saying and think, well, hang on a minute, he said this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and this, and that all ties together, which means there has to be a creator. Because everything that's been given to us as our history is bullshit. So we live in a matrix whereby certain people have certain information that makes them lord it over other people. And the longer it went on, the more evil, corrupt, narcissistic, bad things they were doing to people in order to keep this existence of themselves alive and keep them in the lives that they're accustomed to. Well, that ended. It's finished. It's over. It doesn't exist anymore. They may think it does because they're narcissists and they can't believe that other people have more power than them, etc., etc., etc. Trust me, it's over. It's finished. It is finished. It's over. There is no power now. You have no power. You people that were in power with all your billions, it's no good to you. It's no good to you. That can be taken off. You've seen it. You've seen it with your own eyes. It can be taken off you just like that. You can be left with nothing within hours, weeks, if you wanted to drag it out. But the only thing that will save you, and this is not fear mongering. I don't care whether you believe it, and I'm not trying to scare you. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Believe what you want. It's not fear mongering. I'm not trying to scare you. Just telling you the truth. You are watching it unfold right in front of your eyes. You're watching it unfold right in front of your eyes. And you have this super magnificent, brilliant, I don't know what you want to be called, practitioner, witch doctor, Mr. Ninja. I don't know what you want to be called. You that's supposed to be better than anyone else in Nigeria or wherever it is. You that's the best of the best that gets paid lots of money, that been doing it for years, like, that can't understand how this fucking wet behind the ears person can withstand what it is you're doing. You. It doesn't matter how strong you think you are, or how strong they think you are, or the other person that's better than you, if there is another person that's better than you, you know, you know you're not compared to the Most High God, because what you've done didn't work. And I've told you to your face, if you see this or if you hear it, excuse me, I've told you that you put that stuff in the wood and it went, and you know it. And there's no way that I can know it unless I know it. That's not something I can just go, I wonder what I could talk about. Oh, I know. I'll talk about him going to the woods and not like thinking, what? How the fuck is that gone? Where's that gone? How does this person keep getting out of this? Oh, it's interesting. Let me try this. Oh, no, that didn't work. Oh, let me try this. Oh, no, that didn't work. How are they doing that? Looking at my, origins and whatever you want to call it. No, we'll try this and we'll try this and we'll try this. It's like, I'm not an experiment. And you know those things in your head and those things out of your mouth. That's what I'm telling you. You know those things that you did. That's what I'm telling you. And you know right now, if you're watching this, there is no way on earth, there's no way anywhere, any any realm of existence, because that's where I put it, in every realm of existence, that you, any of you, are able to stop this. Because that's what it took. So you can call them from anywhere and you will get the same result. You get the same result. And at some point, those demons, they'll be behind me and they'll be coming for you. That's already happened. But I'm talking about if you carry on, the worst of the worst, they will be coming for you, not me. And if they did come for me, that would be their regret. And then when they did, you know where I'd send them? You know it's true. You know it's true. You know I'm not bullshitting. I don't need to bullshit. Like, I just come for the truth. I tell you the truth. You either believe it or you don't. I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove. Nothing. Like, I'm here making myself look stupid, saying all these stupid things because I know there's people out there that understand me. But there's a fucking lot of people that don't understand what's going on and think that I'm nuts. But I'm prepared to say it in order to save you, in order to stop this potential, it won't be a bloodbath, but potential bloodbath. If that's what you're trying to create, because it won't be that. And you know it won't be that. But you're the strongest that they had so far. You're the strongest one that they had so far. You're ancient. Like, you've been doing this forever and ever and ever. And I'm wet behind the ears. Or so you think. I am wet behind the ears. I'll admit that. I'm wet behind the ears. But I know a fucking lot more than you think I know. And I know a fucking lot more to do. And nothing that you do is going to work because I know it. And that's all that it needs. The fact that I know it means you can't do it. And the fact that I know what it is you are doing means you can't do it. And the fact that you know that those demons are on my side, the devil is here with me everywhere I go. Here, here, everything that he knows, I know. Everything that God knows, I know. Because I make it my business to know. Because I want a beautiful world to live in. And I want, do I say beautiful? Or do I just say are more amazing than beautiful. Like a miracle. I I'm in love with a miracle. However God did it, I don't know. But I am in love with a miracle. Truly am in love with a miracle. Like there is no one, not even myself, that makes me feel this good. No one. Nobody. And I'm in love with a miracle. And I'm blessed, more than blessed. And I love you so much. And anyone who knows me knows I don't go around saying that. That's not me. It's normally, yeah, I love you too. It's only just recently that I've been able to say it because I've been able to feel it in the way that you're supposed to feel it. And you fucking miracle, you domino, you made me feel this way. And I'm so grateful. I really am. You don't know how grateful I am. And like, you're all needed. Like, all the chosen are needed. They have so much love to give to everybody. They're all needed. You little miracle. And I have let go. You know what that means? If you resonate, you'll know what that means. I've let go. In order to, in order to attain the ascension required to be at the same level. Like you're on another level than me. You are so far beyond me. So far. I don't like to say that anyone's above anyone else. I don't like that. But you're above me. You are so far above me that I have to ascend higher to be worthy of the love that I feel. Like I feel, feel you. We'll leave it there because wow, leave it there. Thanks for watching. I don't even know what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. Um, no idea to end this now. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there. All right, please. Why not working? I don't know what I'm doing. Wow, you affect me. Wherever you are, wherever you are. Um, I'm not. I am calling you out. I'm calling people out. I'm crying. I'm calling people out because I'm trying to help them. Oh, it's hard to talk. I'm not emotional anymore. Just my head's light and my heart pumping like mad. Not. I am calling people out. I can't think. I am trying to call people out because I want to help people, not because I want to hurt people. Because I want a nice, peaceful world. I want everyone to get along. Which is what, you know, this is about. Forrest said, can't everyone just get along? And that's what I want. And I want everyone to feel Even half of what I'm feeling now, even half of what I'm feeling now. It's hard to think. I'm going. Wow, I'm going. Take care, everyone. Thanks.